everyone. My name is Helena and I have a question for you this week. Do you want to rumble for Jesus? This question was prompted as I thought about the region that we live in, the region of Alicante and Murcia and Torrevieja being a fairly active earthquake zone. So far at the time of recording this video, there have been 14 recorded earthquakes measuring 0.1 or higher on the Richter scale. And in 1829, Torrevieja itself experienced an earthquake measuring 6.6 that took hundreds of lives. When an earthquake happens, there is a sound, a rumbling, and the earth can literally move. Chris and I used to live in Nottingham, and we experienced an earthquake while we were living there. We were in bed, and the rumble of this earthquake was so loud and so strong, it felt like a train was traveling through our bedroom. When Jesus died on the cross, it's recorded in Matthew's Gospel that earthquakes took place. Verse 27 says this, "And when Jesus had cried out again in a loud voice, he gave up his spirit. At that moment, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook, the rocks split, and the tombs broke open." Before Jesus ascended, he commissioned his disciples to go into all the world and preach the gospel. But they were to wait first for the Holy Spirit to empower them. Shortly after Jesus ascended, 120 believers were gathered together, and suddenly the Holy Spirit was poured out upon them, and it looks like flames of fire were hovering above their heads. And to me, this was a spiritual earthquake. It started tremors going off around the world, shaking the societies of that day, and the rumbling of that sound is still going on today. The believers were shaken into action, and the effect of the Holy Spirit in their lives and the lives of others started to break up the ground and shake their lives. And the gospel was going out to the whole world. It says in Romans 10:18 of people who tell others about Jesus, it says, "Their sound has gone out to all the earth and their words to the end of the world." Just like the rumbling of earthquake tremors. So this week, let's think about the effect of the rumbling and shaking on the day of Pentecost and the impact that the message of Jesus Christ is having around the world as a result of that day. If you're a born-again Christian, you're called to be part of that sound, those tremors, that rumble. So this week, why don't we think about what sort of sound our life is making? Are you rumbling for Jesus? And do you know that if you feel weak, that's fine. If you feel small, that's okay. And if you get lost for words at times, that doesn't matter. It's not a problem to God. Jesus is calling you and he's calling me to rumble for him. And he wants to fill us with the power of his Holy Spirit to shake the world around us. So ask Jesus this week to fill you with his Spirit and rumble for him.